The sun peeked through the curtains, casting a gentle glow across the room, painting Ella's room in a warm golden hue. The light danced on the walls, creating a serene and inviting atmosphere. It was a brand new day, full of possibilities and adventures waiting to unfold. Ella rubbed her eyes and yawned a big, sleepy yawn, stretching her arms wide as she slowly woke up. Today was a special day, one she had been eagerly anticipating for weeks. It was Ella's first day of school. She had picked out her outfit the night before, carefully laying it out on her chair. Ella hopped out of bed, her heart thumping with a mix of excitement and nervousness. She could hardly wait to see what the day had in store for her. She was excited to meet her teacher and make new friends, imagining all the fun activities they would do together. But she was also a little nervous about being away from Mommy and Daddy for the first time. She wondered if they would miss her as much as she would miss them. Ella skipped over to her window and looked outside, taking in the beauty of the morning. The birds were chirping happily on the branches of a big oak tree, their melodies filling the air with joy. The sky was a beautiful blue, dotted with fluffy white clouds that seemed to float lazily by. It looked like it was going to be a perfect day for a big adventure. Ella felt a surge of excitement as she thought about all the new experiences awaiting her. With a wide smile on her face, Ella ran to her closet to pick out the perfect outfit for her first day of school. She wanted to look her best and make a great first impression. Today was going to be amazing. She could feel it in her bones. As she got dressed, she imagined all the wonderful things she would learn and the new friends she would make. The day was just beginning, and Ella was ready to embrace it with open arms and a heart full of hope. She carefully put on her shoes, tying the laces with precision. Each knot felt like a step closer to her new adventure. Ella glanced at herself in the mirror, giving her reflection a confident nod. She was ready. She dashed downstairs, her excitement bubbling over. The aroma of breakfast filled the air, and she could hear her parents chatting in the kitchen. Her parents greeted her with warm smiles, their eyes twinkling with pride. They knew today was a big day for their little girl. As they sat down for breakfast, Ella's parents shared stories of their own first days of school, filling the room with laughter and love. After finishing her meal, Ella grabbed her backpack, feeling the weight of her new school supplies. She was ready to embark on this new journey. With one last hug from her parents and a wave goodbye, Ella stepped out the door, her heart filled with anticipation and joy. Today was the start of something wonderful. Ella flung open her closet doors and scanned her clothes. Her eyes sparkled with excitement as she looked at the array of colorful outfits hanging neatly. Each dress, shirt, and pair of pants seemed to call out to her, making the decision even harder. Her fingers danced over the colorful fabrics, feeling the different textures and patterns. She loved the soft touch of cotton, the smoothness of silk, and the warmth of wool. Each piece of clothing held a memory, a story of a day spent playing, learning, or celebrating. Trying to decide what to wear on this special day was no easy task. Today was her first day of school, and she wanted everything to be perfect. She imagined herself walking into the classroom, meeting new friends, and making a great first impression. She finally settled on a bright yellow dress with a cute little ladybug print. The dress was her favorite because it reminded her of sunny days and playful ladybugs in the garden. She held it up to herself and twirled around, feeling like a princess. Ella's mommy helped her put on the dress and tied a big, bright bow in her hair. The bow was the perfect finishing touch, making her feel even more special. Her mommy always knew how to make her feel confident and loved. Ella giggled as her mommy tickled her tummy while adjusting the bow. Their laughter filled the room, creating a joyful atmosphere. These moments of bonding were precious to Ella, and she cherished every second. She loved getting ready with her mommy. It was their special time together, filled with love, laughter, and little secrets. They would talk about their plans for the day, share stories, and sometimes even sing their favorite songs. Next, it was time for shoes. Ella's shoe collection was just as colorful and varied as her clothes. She had shoes for every occasion, from sparkly party shoes to sturdy sneakers for playing outside. Ella chose her sparkly red shoes. They were her favorite because they made her feel like she could dance all day long. The shoes glittered in the light, adding a touch of magic to her outfit. She slipped her feet into the shoes and wiggled her toes happily. The shoes fit perfectly, and she felt ready to take on the world. She imagined herself dancing through the school hallways, spreading joy and happiness. Looking at herself in the mirror, Ella beamed. She felt proud of her outfit and excited for the day ahead. She knew that today was going to be a great day, filled with new experiences and adventures. She was all set to go to school. Her backpack was packed with all the supplies she needed, and she felt ready for anything. She couldn't wait to meet her teacher and make new friends. Her mommy gave her a big hug and kiss. "You look beautiful, honey. Have the best first day," she said. Ella felt a surge of confidence and love from her mommy's words. With a final wave, Ella stepped out the door, ready to embrace the new day. She felt a mix of excitement and nervousness, but she knew that with her mommy's love and support, she could do anything. As she walked towards the school, she felt the sun on her face and the wind in her hair. It was a perfect day to start a new adventure, and Ella was ready for it. Ella skipped into the kitchen, her tummy rumbling. The delicious aroma of pancakes filled the air. Her daddy was already at the table, flipping a stack of golden brown pancakes. "Good morning, my little scholar," he boomed, giving her a big smile. Ella climbed onto her chair and watched excitedly as her daddy piled a plate high with fluffy pancakes. He even made a funny pancake face with blueberries for eyes and a strawberry for a nose. Ella giggled and dug into her breakfast. She poured maple syrup over her pancakes and took a big bite. They were delicious. As she ate, she told her daddy all about how excited she was to go to school. Soon, Ella's tummy was full and content. She hopped off her chair and gave her daddy a big hug. "Thank you for the yummy breakfast, Daddy," she chirped, her voice full of excitement for the day ahead. After breakfast, it was time to pack Ella's lunchbox. She skipped over to the counter where her mommy had laid out a colorful assortment of tasty treats. There were juicy grapes, crunchy carrot sticks, and a yummy peanut butter and jelly sandwich cut into the shape of a heart. Ella helped her mommy carefully arrange everything in her bright red lunchbox. Her mommy even tucked in a little note which made Ella giggle. She couldn't wait to open it at lunchtime and see what it said. With her lunchbox packed and ready, Ella went to the front door. She slipped on her little backpack, which had a picture of a friendly unicorn on it. It was almost time for the school bus. Ella took a deep breath, her heart filled with a mix of anticipation and excitement. She was ready for her first day of school. Section 5. The Yellow Bus. Ella peered out the window, her eyes searching for the school bus. The wait seemed to take forever. She bounced on the balls of her feet, her excitement bubbling over. Where was that big yellow bus? Suddenly, she heard the rumble of a motor and the familiar honk of a horn. "The bus is here! The bus is here!" she squealed, grabbing her backpack and racing to the front door. Her mommy opened the door, and there it was. The big yellow school bus, its lights flashing cheerfully. Ella's heart thumped with a mix of nerves and excitement. This was it. Ella gave her mommy one last hug and climbed onto the bus. She found a seat by the window and waved goodbye to her mommy as the bus pulled away from the curb. Ella was on her way to school. Section 6. Meeting New Faces. The bus ride was an adventure in itself. The sun was shining brightly, casting a warm glow over everything it touched. The children on the bus were filled with excitement and nervousness, chattering about what the new school year would bring. Some were meeting old friends, while others like Ella were stepping into a completely new world. Ella stared out the window, watching the houses and trees whiz by. She wondered what her new school would be like, who her new friends would be, and if she would like her new teacher. The suburban neighborhood looked peaceful, with its neatly trimmed lawns and colorful flowers. It was a stark contrast to the whirlwind of emotions she felt inside. When the bus finally pulled up to the school, Ella's tummy did a flip-flop. The building was large and imposing, yet it had a welcoming aura with its bright murals and cheerful banners. She could see children of all ages streaming into the building, their laughter and chatter filling the air. Ella took a deep breath, trying to calm her nerves. She took a deep breath and followed the other children into a brightly decorated classroom. The walls were adorned with colorful posters and artwork, and there were various activity stations set up around the room. It was a vibrant and inviting space designed to make every child feel at home. A friendly lady with a warm smile greeted them at the door. Her eyes twinkled with kindness and her voice was soothing. "Welcome to our class, Ella. I'm Miss Honeybee, your teacher," she said. Ella smiled shyly back, feeling a little more at ease. Miss Honeybee's voice was as sweet as honey. She had a way of making everyone feel special and important. Ella could see that she genuinely cared about each and every student. "Don't worry, Ella, you'll make lots of friends here," Miss Honeybee assured her. The classroom was buzzing with activity. Children were engaged in various tasks, from building with blocks to drawing and painting. The atmosphere was lively and energetic, filled with the sounds of laughter and chatter. It was a place where creativity and imagination thrived. Some children were building a tall tower with blocks, carefully stacking each piece to create a masterpiece. Their faces were filled with concentration and determination. Others were drawing colorful pictures, their imaginations running wild as they brought their ideas to life on paper. Ella felt a little shy at first, unsure of where to go or what to do. She stood at the edge of the room, watching the other children with a mix of curiosity and apprehension. But Miss Honeybee quickly made her feel welcome, introducing her to a group of friendly classmates. "Come join us, Ella." A little girl with pigtails beckoned her over to a table covered in art supplies. The girl had a bright smile and an infectious enthusiasm. Ella hesitated for a moment, then walked over to the table, her shyness slowly melting away. Ella smiled and joined the group, her shyness melting away. She picked up a paintbrush and started to create her own masterpiece, feeling a sense of belonging and excitement. The other children welcomed her with open arms, making her feel like she was part of the group. As the day went on, Ella found herself laughing and playing with her new friends. She realized that meeting new faces wasn't as scary as she had thought. With the support of Miss Honeybee and her classmates, she knew that this new school was going to be a wonderful place to learn and grow. By the end of the day, Ella felt like she had been at the school forever. She had made new friends, learned new things, and most importantly, she felt happy and confident. The adventure of meeting new faces had turned out to be a wonderful experience. Ella smiled and joined the group, her shyness melting away. She knew that this was just the beginning of many more adventures to come. With a heart full of excitement and a mind ready to learn, Ella was ready to embrace her new school and all the wonderful experiences it had to offer. Section 7. Fun with colors. Ella picked up a bright red crayon and started coloring a picture of a sunshine. The little girl with pigtails introduced herself as Lily, and soon Ella was chatting and laughing with her new friend. Miss Honeybee gathered everyone around for story time. She read a funny story about a playful puppy, using silly voices and making everyone giggle. Ella loved Miss Honeybee's stories. After story time, it was time for recess. Ella and Lily raced outside to the playground, eager to explore. The playground was a wonderland of swings, slides, and a giant sandbox. Ella and Lily took turns pushing each other on the swings, soaring high into the air. They giggled and shrieked with delight, their friendship growing stronger with each passing moment. Section 8. Homeward Bound. The day flew by in a whirl of new experiences. Before Ella knew it, it was time to go home. She boarded the big yellow bus, her heart filled with happy memories of her first day. She couldn't wait to tell her parents all about it. As the bus rumbled closer to her house, Ella spotted her mommy waiting by the curb. She beamed at Ella as the bus came to a stop. Ella dashed off the bus and into her mommy's open arms. "How was your first day of school, sweetheart?" her mommy asked, hugging her tight. "It was amazing!" Ella exclaimed, her voice bubbling with excitement. And she couldn't wait to go back and do it all again tomorrow. Section 9. A Day to Remember. That evening, snuggled up in bed after a dinner filled with stories of her school day, Ella couldn't stop smiling. Her first day of school had been everything she'd hoped for and more. She had made a new friend, listened to wonderful stories, and played fun games. Ella hugged her unicorn backpack close, remembering the note her mommy had tucked inside her lunchbox. It read, "Have a magical first day, my little star. We love you." Closing her eyes, Ella drifted off to sleep, excited for all the adventures that awaited her at school. She knew that each day would be filled with new discoveries, new friendships, and most importantly, lots and lots of fun. Ella's journey in the world of learning had just begun.